Hello everyone and welcome back to Midnight Violets. Today I've filmed a tutorial for you on this look I'm wearing here. So it is quite a bold sort of blue look. It was originally a face of the day that I did on my blog, but quite a few people requested I made a tutorial for it, so that's what I've done for you here today. I will post a full list of products used on my blog, so I will link that down below, and yeah, love it if you checked it out. Maybe you'll see another face of the day you wanted a tutorial of. So anyway, I don't want to waste too much time talking rubbish at the beginning of this video, so I'll just get on with the tutorial. So as you can see, I've already applied the makeup on one eye, so the tutorial will just be on this side just to save a little bit of time. I mean, you don't need to see it, it'll be exactly the same for both eyes. So I have already applied my primer. Looking for it, sorry. Too Faced Shadow Insurance, I've just applied it all the way up to the brow bone and underneath as well. And we'll get straight into the coloured and the fun bits of the makeup. So I'm going to start off with the base. I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. Yep, the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. And I'm just going to place it on the lid, so not into the crease. It doesn't need to be neat, don't worry, because we're going to blend it a little bit. And then we're also going to apply product over the top, so you're not actually going to be seeing it. And then I'm just going to use a small concealer brush. This is a Scarlet and Crimson concealer brush. And I'm just going to blend it. Again, it doesn't need to be too neat. So that will do fine. The colour that is the star of the look, the one on my lid, is a Barry M Dazzle Dust, and it is in 20 something. I will write it here as a little caption. I can't think what it is because it's rubbed off on the bottom, but I do know what it is, and it's called Midnight, but it's got a number as well. So it's just a nice blue colour. So I'm just going to be using that with an Urban Decay shadow brush, as it's a really sort of firm one, not a loose one. Just going to pat it into the product, and I'm just going to pat it into the lid, and that way it will give less fallout onto the face. And then just pat it over the eye. So as you can see, using that black base makes the blue stand out strong, and it looks really cool. Don't know what I needed to shake my head there. Anyway, I'm just going to get more serious for the look. Serious face. The next colour I'm taking is from the Urban Decay Black palette, and I'm just going to be using Black Dog. It's just a matte black, so just any matte black will do. A cheaper alternative would be Sleek in their palette, so if you wanted a single one, 17 Eyeshadow in Darkness is also quite good. And as you can see, I am just placing that into my crease. Don't want to go too high with it, as I'm going to be putting another colour in my crease as well. And blend it a little bit into the bottom, but not blending it out too much at the top. And also putting a minimal amount onto the inner corner. Now I'm just wiping my brush off on something. I've got like a little towel down here. And blend it a little bit on the edges. I'm taking the product off the brush first. You could have always just used a clean brush, but I've only got one of these. It is an e.l.f. contouring eye brush, by the way, because I didn't tell you, did I? Just to blend the edges out a little bit. And then I'm going to be using the same brush, and I'm going to be using a colour from this Collection 2000 Poptastic palette. I'm just going to be using this blue down at the bottom. It's sort of a matte blue, and I'm going to tap it because it is quite powdery, and place it on the edges of that black. I'm bringing this one into the inner corner as well. And that is actually it for eyeshadow. I'm going to go in and line my upper lash line. Every video I have to draw something. I'm going to line my upper lash line with the Collection 2000 24-hour Extreme Felt Liner. Felt tip liner, nearly got it. This is just in black, and I'm just going to go across the top lash. I'm going to thin it on the inner corner and then wide it out at the edge. Really need to clean my mirror, it's disgusting. I'm having trouble seeing in it from this far away. That's the upper lash line. I'm going to use something different on my lower lash line. I'm going to use the 17 Photo Flawless Eye Pencil, so I'm just going to line all the way across the bottom lash line. The lids don't fit very well on the end, it's a bit of a stiff fit. Leaving it a bit more fainter on the inner corner. There we go. And as you can see, it is a little bit darker on this side. I'm going to go back in with the Black Dog colour from Urban Decay, and I'm going to use, not that one, too many brushes that look the same. I'm going to use an Eco Tools smudge brush. That's just a really, really tiny pencil brush. Good brush, by the way. And just brush that black onto the outer corner, directly on top of the liner. Just on the outer corner, don't take it in too far. There we go, so that's just the look I was going for there. So the liner's done. I have got a little bit of fallout here, and I'm just going to use a big brush like this and sweep it away. Right, and now we're going to go on to highlighting. So for the inner corner, I'm going to be using this Firenze eyeshadow in Winter Again. This is beautiful. I love this eyeshadow so much. It's like a white colour, but it's got a slight pale blue duochrome in it, and it is beautiful. So I'm going to pat my brush like I did with the Barry M into here, and then pat it into the lid, set it into the brush so you get a bit less fallout then. I'm going to put it on the inner corner. I'm going to pull it up into the crease a bit, and then I'm going to push it underneath here where we did the liner a little bit lighter. Now I'm just going to use the same brush again for my brow bone highlight. I'm going to brush off on this towel that I've got down here first quickly, and that's just to get most of the product off, but you might still get a little bit up there, but that's fine. If you don't want it up there at all, like a matte shade, then just use a different brush or do it first. The colour I'm going to be using is from the Sleek Au Naturel palette, and it is Nougat. It's the white one in the corner anyway. Ooh, an applicator's just fallen out on me. I'm just going to put it onto my brow bone, and I'm going to blend it down into this blue. So you don't need to get too worried if you've got an OTT with your crease colour, because you can just use sort of a skin matte colour and go over the top of it. Now all that's left for the eyes is mascara. I am using two today. Quite often I will use two, just sort of to get benefits of two different mascaras. So this one's quite good at lengthening, and this one's quite good at volumizing. So the first one I'm going to use for some length is the 17 Peep Show one. This has got fibres in it, so it does help to give a lot more length than other mascaras might. And then the next mascara I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Lash Injection one, which is the one that gives some more volume to it. And I have bent my brush a little bit on this one. So as you can see, I have applied a fair amount of mascara, but with a look this dramatic, it does help. You can always use falsies, but I don't know, I'm a mascara type of girl. So now I'm just going to go in the rest of the makeup, so the cheeks, and today I'm going to be using the Sleek Face Contour Kit in Light. It just looks like that. And as always, I'm going to be using my Eco Tools bronzer brush and squeezing it. Probably bored of me showing you this because I do it in every video. 2 lines down my face. And the other side. And then just buff them in. Find it helps to hold your hand over your head and hold your hair out of your face, because otherwise you end up just mushing your hair around your face, and that's a bit. And then I'm also going to go in there at the top of the temples on my forehead, just swirling it like a normal brush this time. Then I am also going to be using the highlight in this as well, and I'm just going to be patting an Eco Tools blend brush into it. Does that make sense? I meant blend. Putting it on top of my cheekbones. Don't know why I'm pouting whilst doing this. I think it makes my cheeks look fair. It's my excuse anyway. So just on the top there. And then for the blush, sorry, I have used this in the last couple of tutorials as well. I'm really sorry, but yeah, it's the Topshop Neon Rose one again. I will use something else next time, I promise. And I'm just using an e.l.f. Studio Stipple brush. So that's it for the face. I'm just going to go on and finish the lips. So for the lipstick, I'm using a Sleek Liqueur. It's called Liqueur. The spelling will be on my blog because, yeah, and it's one of their Sheen ones, and it's just a nice nudie shade. So I do really like the sleek ones actually, pretty awesome. And then I'm going to use a gloss that I really like as well. It's the Bourjois Smile Enhancing one, and this is in beige. So that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or anything like that, or suggestions of things that you wanted to see, do let me know, because I'm always open to suggestions. In fact, this look here was a suggestion, well, request of a face of the day that I did on my blog. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.